Well, that's actually a very good question. I think most auto dealers struggle as to how to differentiate themselves from their competitors in the same market. There's a lot of noise and a lot of clutter, and frankly, when you're in Northeast Ohio, as my stores were, a typical over-dealered Midwestern town, you have everyone screaming, $10,000 off, 5,000 minimum trade, sign and drive, fog a mirror, no credit required, etc. And ultimately, I think that gets quickly lost in the consumer. What we ended up doing with all our stores and offering to all our customers and strategizing with Jim Doyle and Associates was a free service pickup and delivery valet program, if you will. And it was immediately set us apart from our domestic competitors, because that's an expectation in the high lines, but certainly not when you buy a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or a GMC or a Buick. Maybe the Cadillac to some degree, but certainly wasn't something that people were talking about in my competition. We moved about $25,000 a month out of other mediums, newspaper, cable primarily, into broadcast television. Broadcast television, we learned, gave us the reach and frequency that we wanted to carry this message out to the public. And programming specifically gave us the target audience. Did it work? It was very successful. And why is that? Well, number one, our sales increased in all of our lines. Secondly, we had lots of inquiries from people regarding, is this true? Do you really do this? Yes. And let me just explain how the mechanics of it works. Basically, like your dentist, you just can't call up today and say, I'll show up at 3 o'clock, so take care of me. Or tomorrow morning and say, I need my teeth cleaned, squeeze me in. You have to make an appointment. So what we would do is we would keep, 2, 3, 4, depending on the size of the service department, slots available every day for this free pickup and delivery. So when you called and said, I'd like to utilize this service you offer, we'd say, great, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, can you come in next Tuesday or Wednesday, which works best for you? And if they wanted to utilize that program, then they would certainly pick a day, and we would then send one of our drivers out, always a very clean-cut retiree, non-threatening, take out a loaner vehicle for the day, and bring their vehicle back. We also found our service business increased tremendously because of the fact that we had the car captive for the day. So you're more likely to do the needed maintenance and or adjustments that you might want. We've taken the pressure off of tying your life up with your car that day. And also we had lots of inquiries via emails and phone calls about the program, and we had competitors, customers come in and say, is this true? And we would say, yes, it is. We offer it to everybody. And of course, once they're in the door, then you can explain the details and how it works, etc. Just like your dentist, if it's an emergency, you already have a process as a dealer in place for a breakdown. You're going to tow it in, give them a loan or replacement car, etc. A process is in place. So this is a way to provide a very unique convenience to customers. The other thing it did, frankly, was when we went and picked up the car and we brought the car into our store and left the loaner car, it exposed the coworkers, the neighbors, the friends, etc. as this unique service that we offered for our brands, and we found a lot of referral business coming in off that accordingly. So at the end of the day, we strongly felt that strategizing with Jim Doyle and Associates helped us sort of break through the clutter with our free valet service pickup and delivery program, and gave us the edge in a very cluttered, noisy market. So I hope that helps in your information, and I look forward to chatting with you again. Thanks.